our third episode of College Talk. I'm Shakoria.
And I'm Tara.
And we're going to let our amazing panelists go around and introduce themselves, starting over here.
My name is Jordan. I'm a junior.
My name is Justin. I'm a freshman.
My name is Avani. I'm a junior.
I'm Trevor. I'm a sophomore.
I'm Sean. I'm a senior.
And today we're going to talk about mental health, mainly focusing on mental health in college. So the first question we want to ask you guys is, do you think there's a difference from your mental health when you were in high school versus now in college? Or did anybody prepare you for that transition?
So, is it like an order?
You don't know. Freely talk, yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
I wasn't finna have no breakdown in high school.
Like, was it stressful for you like that in high school?
I think it depends on what high school you go to. Because if you were in IB, then yeah, you were stressed. Or if you went to a regular school and took regular classes, then.
Well, I think it could be different. I don't even think necessarily, like, for me, high school was, like, the worst experience of my life. But, like, to say from high school to now, I think college has been better because I grew. But did anybody help me grow? Not really. I had to just kind of, like, grow within myself and like realize that some days gonna be better than other days, and at the end of the day it's not like nothing that's happened to me or that's affected me is like, okay, this is it for me, like I can't do this anymore. I just have to realize that like the good outweighs the bad, so I just gotta continue to push. But to answer the question, like high school was bad but college has been good.
I feel like for me, like when I was in high school I took all AP classes except for math. Lord Jesus. But like I was stressed in high school, but I wasn't stressed how I am in college. Like it's a different kind of stress. Because in college you be stressed, broke, depressed, like you know, she did There'd be a lot going on in college. So when I was in high school, coming into college, I would get talks from like my older siblings or like family, teachers, like, you know, stay away from boys or do your homework, or, you know, when you go to parties, watch your drinks. But nobody told me things about taking time. Yeah, depression, anxiety, stress, taking time for myself. So I feel like for me personally in that magnitude, I was not prepared for like that shift, personally speaking.
I would just say I'm more understanding of why things are the way they are now. You know what I'm saying? In high school, there was a lot of things I did not. In high school, there's a lot of things I did not understand about life that I just took as life throwing the best curveballs it could at me. But as I grew up, I realized, you know, there's a lot of things that go into those type of things. Like you say, you took all AP classes. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take AP classes, and I chose to be a knucklehead. So that in turn gave me different results that you had. You know what I mean? So now I understand why I was maybe stressed or in high school. In college, I mean, you either drop the ball or you either shoot. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
Okay, so let's say solely focusing on college now, how would you say your mental health is? How would you say your stress levels are, depression, your anxiety? How do you think that is now?
Like you said again, it's a different type of stress. So I say not depressed. Stressed always. Anxiety, certain situations. Again, it's really just about how you carry yourself and what you can control. You know what I'm saying? So, of course I'm stressed. I'm not rich on an island somewhere, but at the same time, I'm still thankful for what I have, because every day I am better off than somebody else. So that's how I see it. And that helps me go on and everything. So.
Yeah. I didn't have depression or anxiety in high school, but like college, it like hit me. Like my second semester of my freshman year, I was like depressed. And like I had real bad anxiety, like social anxiety, so yeah.
For me, it was like people in high school were like really close-minded, and it made it hard for me to like really express myself. So I bottled up a lot of stuff when I was younger. But now come to a college campus and having a fresh start, I noticed that people are a lot more open-minded and willing to communicate and help you better yourself. Like you find a lot more like-minded people on the college campus than you would in whatever high school you may go to. So I'd say that my mental health is better now that I've come here as opposed to when I was in high school. So.
I'm not trying to wish nothing upon you or nothing, but at the same time, you are a freshman.
Yeah, right.
And like,
give us some time.
you like ending
2 months in.
You ending your honeymoon phase. Like you got all this inner freedom and like all this liberated feeling you got.
Mm-hmm.
and you know, you just got the midterms, but like, it's only,
You ain't hit exams yet.
Yeah.
it get worse.
Still eating the comments?
It get worse. Yeah,
Look, you have to come
When
to
you
the
stop,
phone.
when you stop eating at the comments, it's gonna get real.
And also, I feel like your
like,
freshman
you spent a night in the
year,
library yet?
right?
Alright, you starting to get there, but you ain't quite there
It's
yet.
coming.
I feel like
Boy.
your freshman year, your professors are more understanding too.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're
Oh,
so
yeah.
much more understanding. Their professors freshman year, they're still like helping you transition. But once you hit like that junior, senior year, you just be out there on a raft,
It's
like
either you turn
Seven
it in or
assignments,
you don't.
3 days.
And you get to a point where you literally are weighing the projects to turn out like, look,
yeah.
okay, so
You skip class
to go to another class.
or you in class doing work for another class.
Yeah.
You literally have to, you
And
weigh
you work.
everything.
When you skip class to go do a project or
For
something.
another
Yeah,
class.
or even
Yeah.
sleep.
You're like,
You
well,
have
I'm
to
losing a
sleep.
grade. I'm losing grades to get a grade.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta pick your
You gotta
L.
weigh out.
Like,
Sacrifice.
Like, I can go outside here. I can go
I
outside
can take
here.
an L in chemistry or take an
I
L in
know I
geology.
I can take this class over again.
Yeah.
To let you redo the project
That's at
later.
the end.
But even then, it's just that I feel like I have like a strong enough support system as is to where like they won't
That's
like.
really
That's
important.
great.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
It's
You need to
rare.
keep them
It's
close.
so
Yeah.
rare.
That's
It's
great.
so
Because a
rare.
lot of these people that I'm still friends with now, like I've known like all my life. Some people I went to high school with, some people I went to elementary school with.
Cherish that.
Yeah.
That is
Because
good
trust
to have
me,
a
I'm not
good
even-
friend.
Yeah, I'm not
Look.
even friends with the people I went to high school with.
I got
besides
matching
all-
tattoos with somebody and we ain't cool.
Well, speaking
Like-
about support systems, do y'all think that y'all have a good support system?
Definitely.
I do now. I go to therapy
Yeah.
too. So like,
Therapy is important. Don't let nobody tell you that you don't need
Or
to
you
go
too
to
cool.
therapy, that
And
you
we,
too cool.
as black people, gotta realize that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
It's
It's real
a
it's
taboo.
important.
It's a
You
real
can't
taboo
just pray it
subject.
away like
It's
tweet
taboo. Yeah.
if that's
You
your
can.
religion.
Don't
Like you
worry
can
about
pray, but like
Now, black people are scared of talking about their problems.
Because of the stigma that come with it, we don't want to be perceived as weak. But that's a whole nother conversation.
What goes
Yeah.
on in this house, stay in this house.
Yep. That's
Don't believe
that's,
that.
that's what you taught to believe.
Don't believe
That's
that.
terrible mindset.
But support system, I think it's all about your parents and start right there. You're saying that some people don't have their parents' support system, so mine is great. And if I can be somebody's support, I always try to do that too.
Yeah.
So that's big.
What about your friends? Do you think you can lean on your friends? Like if you're depressed,
Oh,
and you like
oh,
get a good friend?
I need better friends.
Sometimes it depends on the situation. I have friends for certain situations. Like Sean, he's my brother. Like he's my brother, so I come to him and talk about like guys and situations. But then there's certain things that I'm gonna call my mom for. Like she's specifically gonna give me advice, or I'm gonna call a cousin, or I might talk to Trevor. Like I just have specific people for specific reasons in my life. Because everybody don't understand what you're going through. So sometimes you can go to somebody for something, and since they don't understand that, you might get some advice that you don't really want to get in that moment, and then it might turn into something else. So you just have to like kind of designate people for certain stuff, because some people can't handle certain conversations.
or don't care enough. You know.
For me, it's like my friends can kind of like read my mannerisms at this point, where they'll know there's something wrong with me, even if I weren't like outwardly
Those best
express
friends,
something.
them real
like that.
friends.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
one
like, how do
friend
you,
like
how
that.
do you even know
Friends.
that? Like,
Nah, I got one friend that had to check me.
You just
He's
acting
like,
different.
yeah.
He's like, you ain't been right in a couple weeks. Get it together.
Yeah.
Like you would time them like 15 minutes.
Suck it up.
No one even like suck it up. It was like, look, bruh, you telling me you good, and I know you're not.
Right.
And I was like, I mean, all
Don't
right.
you hate when somebody be like, you on the verge of crying, and they be like, you okay? And then you be like, no, I'm not okay. Like you been trying to hold it together, and then they ask you, and it just all come out.
yeah.
All come out.
You got an ugly cry too. Like, it's not
There's nothing
bubbly.
wrong with
built up.
crying. Sometimes crying is all you need. You just gotta
Yeah,
release all
sometimes
that
yeah.
energy that negative
Yeah.
energy you didn't kept built up. Just cry. Self-care Sundays are a real
Yes.
thing. But
Okay,
it's a face
speaking
mask.
about self-care, I ain't gonna cut you off.
You
but
good.
yeah, speaking about self-care, how do y'all cope with like depression or anxiety? Do y'all have any coping mechanisms?
Legal.
Negative.
Legal.
Well, I'm 21. I'm 21.
Listen.
So having a glass of wine every now and then is
You
always
do not
relaxing.
condone alcohol
For
If
younger,
you are
as
not
a way
21.
to fix depression.
All right,
Oh.
keep
That's
it
just gonna
PG.
make
she
people
said, how do you
That's
relax?
This is her coping mechanism.
That's
Let her.
okay. Okay.
I'm not alcoholic.
I just want to.
She said a glass.
I'm
She
gonna
just
say
said a
some
bottle.
afterwards. I'm gonna say some
She said a glass, not a bottle. She
Again,
said-
I don't condone underage drinking, and no, alcohol does not solve all your problems.
Don't
but
do drugs.
a glass of wine mind every now and then is good for the heart.
That was a little something to take the edge off.
That was better.
Nah,
For
like,
me,
Cut that out.
I deal with it. Like if I'm super stressed, I'll create a planner. Like try to plan out my days.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same
I'll
way.
let myself be stressed, and then the next week I try to do better.
Yeah,
So
like take that L and keep pushing.
yeah.
For me, I know like cleaning helps me. Like if I get really stressed, I just start cleaning like crazy. But I also like to read, like reading, watching movies, stuff like that. When I'm stressed or even depressed, I try to like distract myself, and I'm like,
Yes.
okay, I'll table it for now, do something else, and then I'll come back to that problem. So that's what I do.
I'll try to like work everything away because like I can't think about being depressed if I'm busy. So like I'll try to keep myself busy, and then if I can't be busy, I'll just take a nap.
Yeah,
Like if I'm being
yeah.
honest, I'll just
I
sleep
should-
it away.
I can't sleep
True.
stress.
I try to sleep too, but sleeping.
Yeah, but sometimes I
What
can't
you about to
sleep.
say?
Music is mine.
Oh, me? I said I shop. I have a shopping problem.
we can tell.
Yeezy. When I'm stressed,
What your
I
bank, what your
spend
pockets looking like?
I spend absurd amounts of money, but I guess it's that like gratification in the moment of like I bought something, so this made me feel good. But shopping is not the answer either, because then you broke
You
and
don't get
you
that.
depressed. So
Every
you don't
day
want to
you
be
was
broken. You don't want to be broken depressed. Like, or I eat. I eat when I'm stressed too, and not just like snacks. Like I go treat myself to expensive. I have a spending problem, okay? But I eat like steak and lobster and like all types of stuff when I'm like I really want to indulge
So
myself.
food.
You have
Yes.
retail therapy.
I just
Yes,
yeah.
I shop. I'm gonna keep it real.
Or I
I
cry.
do shop.
I cry. I don't.
One
have
of our
no
last
cry.
questions, taking it back to like depression and stuff in school. Do you think your professors are understanding? Like, could you
No.
email your professor and be like, "Hey, I'm depressed. Can I get an extension?"
It depends. Well, I say it depends. Like if you actively make yourself present in that class, then yeah, the teacher will understand. But like if you just sit there and you go to class late, then no.
They like, who is this?
I think they're gonna ask for like a doctor's notice or something.
Like,
Like,
they want to
you-
be like legit.
Yeah, like are you are you attending therapy to work through these problems, or are you just saying this because you know your project gonna be late, so you trying to get like a sympathy from me? Like I feel like a lot of the teachers, especially at UAB, like they'll give you like a pass, but they want to make sure it's like a real pass because we all know folks be out here trying to finesse.
Mhm.
So I feel like they want to know if it's like real. Like, are you really going through this, or are you just trying to play on this? Because it's people that's, you know, really out here that's going through
Yeah,
depression
yeah.
and stress and anxiety and that are going through so many things. So I think they would want to know, like, is it a serious thing, or are you
So
just talking?
Would y'all view your professors as part of your support system? Or
No.
It
No.
depends.
I don't think I've been
It
there
depends
long
on the
enough to
professor.
judge that.
It depends on the professor.
Yeah.
So have you? So you
It's a situational thing.
situational
Yeah.
thing. Have you ever had something like a professor who like could just how you say it? Sometimes your friends can notice. A teacher that kind of notice like,
Yeah.
oh, you're definitely off.
Yeah.
A professor?
Yeah.
Maybe, but I never.
I had a
I've
high
had
school
people
teacher.
who work on campus do that, but they weren't my
Person
professors.
per se. Yeah.
If you want to talk to professors, talk to the communication professors.
Yes.
They will actually talk to you.
I think the sociology
Yeah, I was
department
gonna
kind of
say
fine.
that.
Yeah.
Shout out
Communications
Dr.
teacher will
Shea.
talk to you, bro. Yeah, Dr. Shea.
Yes, that's my
I love
girl.
I love Dr. Shea.
Alan Franks
So
too, he
cool.
real
Oh
understanding.
yeah, Alan is really.
Y'all just shouting out y'all
If
favorite
you want,
professors.
no, for real. You could go to Alan with your problems, and he gonna put them right back in your face, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, I just needed that." You know what I mean?
But
Like,
he will give you an extension on a project. He'll be
Oh,
like,
definitely
He does
do
do
Yeah.
that.
he'll
Yeah.
look under,
Definitely
like
on
he'll be
phone.
like, okay, you know, well look now.
You see me shouting you out, Alan. You better, you know what I'm saying?
Look, I mean,
Yeah,
like
Dr.
right
Shea,
now,
please take it easy on
we
my
got a
back,
project
Rounder.
due Monday.
Mr.
All
Frank.
right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. Anybody want any last little tidbit before we close out?
Go on, plug yourself, cause now's the time to
Oh
do it.
no, I got it on a serious note for real, y'all. Talk to somebody, like for real.
Go to
Never be
therapy.
afraid to talk to somebody when something's going on with you, because it's too many people out here. Like, you know. Oh, you got something to say?
I'm just gonna say, be careful who you choose to talk
Yes.
to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, talk to the right person.
Yeah.
But for real, don't be afraid to talk to somebody, or at least get a journal and write that down. Do not keep that stuff like built up, because it's like I promise you, it's never worth it. Like y'all might think it's the end of the world, or you might think it's like the biggest thing, but like just talk to somebody, find somebody, like listen to music, do something to keep you going, because like trust me, it's like so many riches and stuff is gonna happen to you that your little problem right now is not gonna
Yeah,
matter.
just like really quick before we go, going off what you said. If you can't find somebody to talk to, just write it out.
Yeah,
Sometimes
talk
I
to
do
yourself.
that too. Yeah, like I'll write it out, talk to myself, and I'll step back, and like you'll come back and look at what you wrote and be like, it wasn't even that serious. You'll be stressed over a test. You write like, I'm so stressed over this test. You'll take the test and come back and
Accept your L and keep it
yeah, or you pass. So it's just you just gotta learn sometimes just to like step back and realize it's like not that serious. Like it's not as deep as it is in that moment per se.
Or find what helps you. Like writing does help.
Yeah.
Me personally, or
Mhm.
talking to someone, going to therapy. Going to therapy is really beneficial.
Right.
Yeah.
And therapy is free for UAB. Like it's a
Yeah.
part of
Also,
our,
before we go, plug that.
yeah.
You're never
Yeah.
too weak to admit you have a problem. So
Yeah.
don't.
It takes strength, actually.
Self-reflection is the strongest thing you can do.
Yeah.
And when you admit you have a problem, it'll be easier to talk to somebody else about it.
It's important to be able to confront your problem.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Confrontation is not a bad thing. It's not. Confrontation is what life is about. So
Definitely.
if you can handle yourself in that situation, then you will be stronger and love yourself more going forward.
I say take a break. Like if it's too stressful, it's not that serious to say I can do this later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I agree.
You gotta put
happiness.
yourself first.
Choose
Yeah.
happiness. That's
Your
the
wellness comes
quote.
first.
Choose happiness. Okay, y'all.
I'm
Thank
trying
you
to
so
choose
much. Thank you so much for tuning into our 3rd episode of College Talk. As always, be sure to subscribe to UABtv, give this video a thumbs up, and join another conversation. Comment down below. Let us know your coping mechanisms, especially if you yourself are in college. Give yourself a round of applause.
Oh yeah, go check out Sean's.